Yeah. Alright, so I'm here today. Just, I did say I was going to do a live stream today, but no, just a normal video today. Yeah, I forgot I just did. No, no, this one. Don't need a Luger. Get, yeah. Now it floats there. Um, it's the floating gun. I can't get rid of it, so move it out of frame. There you go. Move it out of frame for that one little shot. And I'm using my headphone microphone today, so my voice is a little bit more louder. Hooray. I did say I was going to do a live stream today, but I decided to change it to a video because no one really actively checks my channel. That's okay. I'm here to not force the videos on you. I'm clicking these things voluntarily. I'm not looking even at the camera right now because I'm an idiot. And I'm doing this for now. These little Garry Spot little funny things, just because why not? Garry Spot's a funny way to express yourself, isn't it? Not a lot of people use it as a way to, like, put yourself in a virtual world. Or you can basically do anything like fly and other things. Oh, and by the way, I was going to start out this video by putting some dynamite on the camera. Yeah. So, of course, today I'm just telling, as I did, I am still sticking to the entire thing where I tell awkward stories. That hasn't changed. The topic of this video hasn't changed, it's just how I'm presenting it has changed. There we go. Now we step back, wait for the boom. Boom! Oh, oh! I'm a silly one. I just remembered my audio. I'm gonna try to set it to medium. Hey! And of course, gotta watch out for that Serpedo stuff, so. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get really in trouble for it. I mean, if someone can just upload it to the workshop. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even monetizing my channel anyway, so what does it even matter to me? Did I pick up the Luger again? Because I don't need it. Or did it just poof out of existence? Let me check. Bring it the Woodsman. And I picked it up again. How do I get rid of this? Dropping it just lets it float up in the air. Also, like whenever I drop something, my default weapon is my machete. That's my favorite melee weapon. If I had to use any sort of weapon to defend myself, it could be anything, ranging from like a high-powered weapon to the lowest powerful weapon. I could probably do a machete. That would be the best way, I guess. Only for self-defense, though, not for killing. No. If ever needed, though. Like some guy has a knife. There you go. But off of that, ooh, I gotta think of some nice ideas for this one. I just realized the problem with my skin here. If you look, I did not put like a. Yeah, well, just ignore that for now and just what's a good awkward strike tell? Maybe. Alright, now this is why I need to start scripting my videos because I can't think of anything here. Like I make very low quality videos because, well, I mean, for one I'm lazy. That you can't really get rid of. But number two is just I can't really find anything good to script. I don't want to script my videos at all. I want it to be random. You know what? What's a good awkward strike? So maybe. Ooh. Let me think here. These are not guns are not gonna help me remember anything. Yeah. Hmm. I can't think of anything. Hmm. Oh wait, I forgot what I was gonna do. I was gonna set us up a fireplace. So you know what we should do it very politely right now. How about that? Get out the big chair, wherever the heck it went out to. We got trains here. No, we're looking for chairs. That's not what we're looking for. We want to use the big, big, comfy chair. It's not a furnished chair, but it'll do good enough. Even though I could just change the model. But who cares, you know? Gonna bring it towards me. Put it here. Now we just need to have a nice little table with a cup of coffee or something on it rather than... Oh, you know what? I'll just give you a demonstration of what I was going to do today. It's going to have like a chair, and instead of a fireplace, since I don't have any good campfire or whatever add-ons, we're just going to place down a table, and a clean-looking mug I should be able to find. Maybe if I go to my miscellaneous props pack, I may be able to find something. Down to M. All these random things here. Can't find... Ah, here we go. Miscellaneous props. What do we have? Got a CD case. Alright. Cash register. Change dish. Nothing of interest here, so we're just gonna go right down to my food and household items and boop. So what we have here. There could be a mug here. So, you know. No. Finally, just type in mug. Boom. It's like almost like you're seeing me set up. Like, it's kind of like a behind-the-scenes thing. Well, I can sit here and discuss stuff. Oh, I need to move the camera closer. That was not something I took into consideration. How the camera angle is going to work. Maybe like there. Does this work? No, it's a little too high. Actually, I have a seat weaponizer. Control. If I press C, I can now move the camera wherever I want it to go. I know this doesn't work at all. There we go. This doesn't work at all. I don't care. '50s mug. Powerhouse mug, what about that? Oh, it's an effect. So instead, we're just going to take out our '50s mug here. See, weapons turned off. Alright, got the mug, filled with nothing. Alright, so we're gonna put down a donut. Wait. I have an idea. I'm still thinking of a good story I could tell. Don't need no traumatizing backstories like Goof and Snurds. I want like just funny things that anyone can enjoy. Where's my stuff? Where is the food? Food. Alright, so we're gonna just Oh yeah, I forgot donut. We're gonna put a donut there. Down this list you find a donut. Find donuts eventually. This is a very long list. Ah, here we go, donut. There we go. Got the entire thing set up. We're at a. Got the donut. Got the mug filled with nothing. Is there a body group? Nope. Just break. All right. What's a good story I can tell? I'd like to keep a trio. Maybe the fact that what's a good one? How about this time? Alright, so to give a couple of little bit of details to the story, this was probably when. This was a good amount of years ago, probably back in 2008 or so, around that area. I was around 8 years old at the time. I was younger. Like, probably. I believe in. Yeah, I was in 3rd grade around the time, so that's like. Oh, never mind. Actually, no. No, I was in 2nd grade, never mind. Yeah, so I would have been around like 7 to 12, or at the time. So I was inducted. I went to the YMCA program when I was younger in North Albro. So I don't live there now. I'm not gonna. Yeah. So I was. So during the summer program, during the summer daycare program, whatever, they had the pool, they had like swimming lessons and stuff, so I believe they was just having a free day this day. This is an interesting story, because I had a temper back then. Nowadays it's calmed down a huge amount, but the basic gist of it was, so this day, they had a water gun. Now there was this older kid, probably, he was more of like a meanish character. I did not know him. I never really paid attention to him. Many times I would just simply play on my own. I was very much an introvert and somewhat of a slightly introverted now, but I am willing to definitely go out with friends. So it's only slightly nowadays. Even though I'm sitting here in my room in the middle of summer, when I can just call my friend up and ask him to go on a fishing trip. Yeah, I like doing fishing sometimes. I'll actually give a couple of fishing stories next. Alright, so back to the YMCA story. I was just on the side of the pool or in the shallow end just doing some swimming. Then when I got out, I saw that this kid had a water gun. He was, I believe, slightly older than me, probably like not even. He was taller than me. I don't know if he was either the same age as me or perhaps slightly older. But he was fine with the water gun, and I asked for a turn. And of course, as you were taught in the YMCA program, it's always okay to share. And this was the YMCA's property, not his property. So, if I can remember properly, now one of the counselors, he was a good friend of mine, and I was very good friends with most of the counselors there. So, I asked the kid if I could have a turn first. then we said okay for one shot. I asked the counselor if I could probably have like a slightly longer time with it. He said 9 shots. I only got 8 shots out of it, and most of them I'm pretty sure he did. I believe the kid took the. My memory's hazy, but I think he took the water gun and squirted 8 times while it was in my hands or something. I don't remember. I think it. No, wait, never mind. I did take all 8 shots. Except the problem is, the camp counselor told me I could have 9 shots, and he counted the 8 shots I took after, including the shot I had taken before I asked. And of course, when it was done, the camp counselor said he could have more, and I was still upset at it. So I went up, and now I do not agree with my action here. I grazed his foot I grazed his ankle with my foot. Like it was just like a whoosh. I'm not going to demonstrate it here because I really can't. But, yeah, and in turn, I believe he dropped the water gun, came up behind me, and, you know how like in movies, like where a guy will take a guy and flip him over his back onto the ground? I believe that's what he did with me. I was knocked out for a bit. Now, I do agree that what I did was wrong, but he shouldn't have taken it that far, I don't think. Maybe perhaps instead of taking it out in anger. I mean, he was kind of a tough one. He was kind of tougher at the time, though. I do not know him personally today, though. But he was a tough kid, let me tell you. So I'm pretty sure that had to tie in with what he did. And I don't ever much beyond that point, but I do agree. What I did was bad, and nowadays I wouldn't do something like that. I'd basically be civil about it rather than go up and kick him in the shins, because you don't do that. How would you feel if someone, you know, came up and kicked you in the shin? Because reasons, you know? I think, you know, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the YMCA's property at the time. But that's the end of that story. I could give you a couple of short fishing stories. Alright, so I've gone fishing only 2 times in my life, and both were for school-related events. So my high school likes to do this thing called Passion Day, where the teachers can share a thing that they like doing for 2 days, 2 half days. I've gone fishing for, well, technically 4 times, 1 for each day. I was able to, so I've done it 4 times before, or 1 for each day. I've really, the only things I've caught are a couple of trees, one of the teachers. I literally hooked a teacher, for, not my first cast. Ooh, I actually have a fishing story to tell for this year. The 3 things I caught, like, I even caught some seaweed this year and last year. But the 2, I caught like 3, maybe 4 trees. I hooked 4 trees. So we just play as a joke that I caught 4 trees. And the teacher. It was funny. But this year, oof. I went to go on my first cast, and I don't know what happened. I think my hook got snagged on a branch or something. The top half of my pole, I would post an image of it here, but I do not have the capabilities. But the top half of my pole, it's one of those cheap 2-half poles so you can get in like a starter kit. I went to go cast, and the tension in the line was so much that it broke the line, so I had still my hook and everything else attached to that end, but the top of my pole flew out into the water and I lost it. I don't even know how the heck it happened. But I do have a hypothesis on, not a hypothesis, a theory on how it happened. So it snagged on the branch, the line snapped, and the force of the pole, the entire pole lurching forward in my cast, catapulted the top half of the pole out into the water. it was only my eyesight for like 2 seconds. That's a true story. I don't even know how it happened. That's my best guess as to what happened. I don't even know why or it happened. But yeah, that's a couple of funny stories about fishing. What else can I tell? Uh, hmm. Well, that's a hard one. That is. I'm probably gonna improve my skin a bit by removing the ears and adding on actual ears. Yeah. But back to the stories. I think I should have another good one here. We're recording for 20 minutes. I would like to have a long video. It's a story hour. This is the story time hour. Most of the time has been spent thinking of stories and setting this little setup up. Another good story. Give me a second here. I'm trying to think real hard. I'm trying to think of a really good one. Hmm. Ooh. Oh boy, it's getting hard. You know what? I'm gonna start probably writing down stories. What's a good one? I can't. Trying to think. Maybe if I. Oh. Recent one. How about that? I'm trying to think of something a little bit more recent. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. Back to sitting, I guess. So, what's another good one? I don't know. Maybe. I'm trying to think of a good one. Maybe. How about another awkward short story? One time, I had left my. I think my sister left a bowl of cereal out in our bedroom back in the suburb, and I believe that is what. Yeah, it created this. It was Cocoa Puffs, okay? So it created like this. Oh, it created like a mess. I don't know if water somehow got in the mix or something, but one day I went to go pull out a frisbee or something, or I was looking for something, and I found this frisbee. It was covered in a chocolate, like Cocoa Puffs, melted Cocoa Puff thing. I don't know what the heck happened. I think maybe it couldn't have been milk. It didn't smell like milk. It smelled like chocolate all around. I think what had happened is some Cocoa Puffs somehow mixed with the water, and then that got all over the frisbee, and that melded to it because they were just sitting there dissolving. Yeah, that was a disgusting sight. Not a good story. I just remembered this one. Alright, this is gonna be an interesting story at the most. See, back in the time, my friend had a driveway. He was a good friend of mine. In fact, he was my best friend. He lived only 2 houses down from me. Now, he had this long driveway at his house that I would ride out sometimes onto the street on my scooter. Now, after this incident, I would never ride my scooter again, and I haven't touched one since. The one I'd probably touch now is probably an electric one. It's like a razor scooter, not like a moped. I would definitely ride a moped if I could. But for a scooter, no. I'm not ever gonna touch a scooter again. So back to what I was doing. Back to what I was saying. So one day I was riding up and down it onto the street. Now I don't know if we lived on a side street that was hecka barren all the time. Alright. This is gonna be mainly stories from North Abro. That's over 2 years ago. It's gonna range within a 7-year period, ranging from 2017 all the way back to like 2010, 9, around that area. Yeah. So probably like 2017 and then back for like 8 years or so. Because we moved in around 2009, so I forget that. So I was out riding my scooter, checking for cars and stuff, because even though we live in a barren street, there is the occasional car. Like, not a lot of car traffic goes through it at all. So I was, riding, doing things, and then, I guess I missed this truck. I don't even know how I missed it. I checked both ways. It just seemed like it appeared out of nowhere. There was even a third street I checked. It's like a giant hill. More on that for the next story. So I was riding it down it, and then this truck comes out of nowhere. I do brake and I do avoid the truck, but in my state of distraction, I hit the opposite side curb, fall down, and get a lot of damage done to me. Yeah. And I had homework to do that day. I believe it was either summer. I don't forget what it was. It was near the end of the school year, and I didn't tell anybody. And when someone did finally find out, I did get all the medical attention I needed, which wasn't really much. But I did unknowingly dislocate my left pinky. If I could. I believe I mentioned a couple times before on my channel about how my pinky bends slightly outward due to that incident. I dislocated it. That's how it happened. I fell off my scooter and haven't touched one since. Just slammed into the curb. I went flying. Yeah. But another good fun story is the amount of times I would go down the street on my bike. It was like this steep hill. You had to walk your bike up. You couldn't ride it up, or else you'd get overtired. Even if you had a geared bike, you wouldn't be able to do it. Not even direct drive. No, mine's a 21 speed, but you couldn't go up it. Basically, you had to walk your bike up and ride down it. It was fun. I have no real interesting stories to tell besides just a long, huge hill street that you could ride down and then go wee. Yeah. What's another good story I could tell? Oh, 9 minutes full of stories, and one involving a slightly horrific injury. How about this one time I went to the hospital for absolutely no reason? I thought, like, one day I woke up, getting ready for school, then I got this extremely power-hurting, just like this sharp pain in my right, where my right in like my stomach area, the on the right side of my body where your appendix is. At first I thought my appendix burst, so he took me to the hospital, and later found out it was just a gas bubble. I know, right? Also, I'm deathly afraid of needles and stuff. I don't know. More on that in a minute. So they actually had to draw blood to see if there was actually anything wrong with me besides just a large gas bubble hurting. Like, I literally keeled over in pain from a gas bubble. I don't even know how it happened. So back to what I was thinking. Back to what I was saying. So I had to get blood drawn as well, just to check for any adverse health effects. And since I'm deathly afraid of needles and the such, like needles, like I'll have to blindfold myself just to take like a shot. I can't do it. More on that in a second here, but so I was yes, I had to be held down by like several different people to do that. Now I would later go and get like, more blood because I had to get blood drawn for give me a second. Okay, so I had to get blood drawn, and so to do that, I didn't want to have a needle put in me, so I had to get held down and just sad because I'm afraid because of one incident involving a nurse who I don't know what happened. I just think either there was two incidents probably that caused it. There was one incident where I had to take a flu shot, and the nurse just probably didn't know what to do for someone like me, and couldn't find a good place to put the shot in. Then there was same thing happened when I needed to go get blood work done. I was poked and prodded like a freaking voodoo, like a voodoo doll, I guess. And then yeah, ever since I haven't been a little bit afraid of needles, and now whenever I have to take like a shot or a needle, I have to do like. It's not that I'm afraid of the medical industry. It's just that I'm afraid of getting poked and prodded, like a like a freaking a pincushion. There you go. I don't like getting poked. Okay, with a sharp object that can easily break through flesh. So nowadays, whenever I want to have blood work done, I usually put my hand over my eyes or just try to have someone do it for me. So that way I don't see the needle going directly into my flesh. I'm going to remember to like, probably, I'll have to remember to do something. Like, there's always like a hesitance I always have. And I blame everything on that one needle incident where I had to get poked and prodded just to take blood. I blame everything on that. But besides that, I have not had any more interesting stories to show. Maybe... This is a lot of short and awkward stories. How about... I could name a number of times that I would mispronounce things. I like Justin Bieber's name. I always thought it was Beaver, as in like the animal. Until, of course, later when I found out it was what it is, what his actual last name is. Another good time of mispronouncing things. Oh yeah, I did mention that. I did it once in the explosives demo video. What's another good one? I can't really think of any other good stories. Because I can't really name down every time I've mispronounced or misunderstood a word. I've done it so many times, let me tell you. No, I can't tell you. Alright. What's a good story? No, I do not know. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm gonna put a dynamite right next to the table. Edible food product. Out of your plate. And so that marks all the time, all the awkward stories I have. Not all the time I have to say, but this is gonna be one of 2 videos I'm gonna make today. Next one's gonna be a lot longer. So expect that one to come out later today. Yeah, I just want to tell a couple of awkward stories and do some random fun stuff. Probably more explosives, who knows. I'll have to think of that within the process of uploading this video. Well, that's all the time I have for this video. I'll see you later today. Have a good one. And I gotta stop doing that. I can't do that when I can just press